Hello, everyone. I think I need this right now. It's another beautiful day. Well, going to be. Made it through the night. Yes. Waking up several times, having to reposition my aching body, but I still have slept quite well. So, uh, what do I start out with? Uh, it seems to me that there's some kind of a shift going on in the virtual world where, hey, wait a minute, what? How suddenly did this become that and that become this? Well, anyway, I saw a good one. I did a little Bible quiz this morning. The first question was, who was the oldest person in the Bible? And they had Adam, Noah, and Methuselah. And I went immediately Noah. Oh no, it's Methuselah. That's supposedly the son of Enoch, who didn't die and went straight to heaven without dying. Enoch did. Okay, well, we already know that's not possible, but so I thought, well, I'll go in and see what the AIs have to say about it, because that's what you get first now, the AI generated. So I said, did Methuselah even exist? All right, yes. No, no, Methuselah didn't exist. 969 years old, supposedly he was. And like I've said before, well, how could they get to be this old? Well, they didn't. There was some misunderstanding in the, lunar calendar kind of thing. Yeah. So anyway, solar calendar. And so they counted age differently and what age you were. Anyway, okay, well, I already knew that. And confirmed it. AI confirmed it. Okay, just saying. But supposedly Methuselah did not exist, which means, well, Enoch maybe did not neither, right? Who knows about Adam then? Yeah, okay. But it was just interesting on how, and the rest of it I got all right, yes. It was interesting on how, no, and then I went and I said, so did Noah exist, right? Well, that just depends on how what stance one wants to take. And I'm going, what's this now? And according to, the stories, this and that, did it really happen with the flood? But they didn't say, the AI didn't say Noah didn't exist. Methuselah, no, no, that's just a biblical figure, that's kind of fictional. I'm going, oh, okay, so then it wasn't the oldest person. Wait a minute, then it wasn't the oldest person, right? That ever lived. Then it would have been Noah, right? Then I went in and asked, did Jesus exist? And I got the funniest answer right in a way back. Yeah. Yes, there are definitely, according to not just biblical but also historical records of the crucifixions, Jesus was a teacher, a prophet of Nazareth and Nazareth and all that and this and that. And then it says, according to biased Christian. I'm going, what? Again, I hope people do realize that AIs don't exist with their own learnings, their own studying, they do not. It's all programmed. They're programmed according to programs them. And I hope people are kind of understanding that, because from what I've seen, well, you're going to believe anything an AI says now? Because then you're just following someone else's idea of what the truth is, not the AI. That's it, they're just programmed. Well, anyway. Then I saw another one. Not going to get too deep into that one, but now suddenly, from about a year ago, uh, a guy said something about someone, and I know who he said it about, but there was a completely different person now that supposedly he said that about. And I looked at that, I'm going, huh? What is that now? Oh, no, 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 no. Listen, eh? You said something about someone, this and that. One does not go and twist it around, and those are, I don't know, his followers or whoever, and then make it sound like he actually said that about the person that, yes, means a lot to me. And I went in and I said, yeah, that would be nice if he actually would have said that about that person, but he didn't. It was about someone else. Another thing, what that I've been seeing coming up is about on how unhappy people now are, not just the left, but the right, about on how our President Trump is dealing with the president from Russia. And kind of making him look like he's a traitor and he is sucking up to that other one and and I don't think that's the case. There was some post where someone was so disagreeable. I went in about our president. I said, I bet you like the gas and the egg prices again, though, don't you? Huh? Right? Yeah? Okay. Well, anyway, what I see is happening is that. Oh, and then I saw another. What I see is happening, and I could be wrong. But again, if our president is able to talk it over with people out there, yes, and be kind of the mediator, and who knows what they're all talking about. We are not all privy to that. And obviously, rather than us actually getting a bit more of the truth when it comes to all that, we're getting the slander and the gossip and the rumors again. Yes? Come on now, just be honest about it. That's what it is. And why do people go with that? Even share these posts. Unless they've been there, they can tell me, I was there, this is what was said, right? And yeah, he's kind of, cuddling up with that other president. I don't want to hear it. Because what I see is a president trying to keep war at bay as best as he can in another country. And I'm sure the thought had to come to people, you want to go start going against a big country like that, where that president is plenty prepared for all kinds of things. You really want to go and put him over a chair and start spanking him? I'm just saying, where's that going to lead? Well, anyway, I'm just saying. What I see our president doing is the best that he can, and he seems to be doing a pretty good job trying to promote peace, right, without causing further bloodshed. Just saying. And, hey, there was another one where Zelensky now, the president of the Ukraine, is suddenly looked at as this patriot of his country. Oh, he's sticking it out. He stands with his people. Oh, yeah? Did he always? As far as I know, what did he do to begin with? I'm just saying. Suddenly now, hey, it's okay to forgive the behavior of certain people. But the thing is, there has to be some restoration happening. There's got to be some, hey, we're going to take you to be responsible for your own behavior. We're not going to just make you into a saint now. Right? Yes? I'm just saying. That has to come beforehand. And I haven't seen any of that in all of what I just mentioned with all those people. And that the people now suddenly or many that I've known, are now, I don't know what their problem is suddenly. Oh, who is it? Oh, hi, honey. Okay, I'll finish this up. I'll come over. Oh, someone just put a bouquet of flowers through that, and yeah, okay. A nice surprise. Okay, let's get going here then. Now I gotta be a little faster. Anyway, lay off our President Trump, okay? Everyone out there, I don't want to hear it. As far as I'm concerned, he's aligned with the will of heaven. He is trying to keep the peace, get peace going in other places, and you know what? That's what I stand for. Yeah? All of you out there who think you can do better, well, why don't you go and get all the whatever educationists and then run for president yourself? We'll see how well you do. Okay? Yes. There. Anyway. Oh, that means these are the wrong glasses. Yeah. And I'm not going to be bamboozled by, yeah, suddenly, yeah. You don't make the devil suddenly into a saint. Okay? There's that too. He's restoring Satan. Okay. We are in the book of Isaiah 32. A good king. There you go. See? Uh-huh. Oh my gosh, am I even allowed to say that word now? Well, it's in the Bible, so. And obviously that. Okay, all right, we'll get to that. A good king, 32, book of Isaiah. There will be a king who reigns uprightly, and princes who rule with fair judgment. Each will be like a shelter from the wind. But that reminds me of something else as well. A refuge from the storm, like streams on arid ground, like the shade of a solid rock in a desolate land. The eyes of seers will no longer be closed, the ears of hearers will be alert. The heart of the hasty will learn to think things over, and the tongue of stammerers will speak promptly and clearly. The fool will no longer be called generous, nor the rascal by styled bountiful. Ah, well. Goes right along. I did not read this ahead of time, okay? Goes right along with what I just said before as well, right? Yes? Dear me, why people such flip-floppers out there, you know? I mean, or get some better information. Get all the information, right? All right, now I apologize for anyone who's getting offended here, but my feeling is that this word wasn't just used for where we know it's been used, and nobody really wants to use it because it's hurting some people out there. It's hurting some people's feelings out there, and I have no problems not using the word, but it is here in the Bible, and so I'm going to go ahead with it. Also saying that seems like this word has some other, and I should go. What's the origin of that word, right? Niggard. It says niggard, not niggard, and noble. So it seems to me that that word actually it has a way far broader spectrum than just that one than it just to be thrown at that one people, right? Yes, just saying. And for some reason, again, someone decided to use the word towards someone, and then it became what? Fashion, a trend, a bad one. And then you had to say, well, now we can't use that word anymore for what it actually stood for to begin with, right? Yes? Okay, just saying. For the fool speaks folly, and his heart is set on villainy. He is godless in his actions, and his words ascribe error to Yahweh. Ah, there. Oh, wow, Isaiah, I don't know. Did you have a good night's sleep too? Then, there, at that time, he starves the hungry of their food and refuses drink to the thirsty. Everything to do with the rascal is evil. He devises infamous plans to ruin the poor with lying words, even when the needy has right on his side. But the noble person plans only noble things, noble his every move. And again, what does noble mean? What does that word mean here? A noble person. Is it what we know it as nobles, who nobles are or used to be? It's kind of come back again, who is noble. But really, the word also has been used for what exactly? To classify a people, not the behavior of a person. Yes? Okay, just saying. And here we go. Against the women of Jerusalem. It better be a good one, I tell you. I'm sick and tired of that too. Stand up, you haughty women. Listen to my words, you overconfident daughters. Pay attention to what I say. Oh, that's how they were shut up. When they probably said, hey, we're kind of tired of the behavior of the men towards women. How about that? And I said, let me tell you. Okay, let's see what he has to say. Within 1 year and a few days, you will tremble. Really? You overconfident women. Grape harvesting will be finished. Gathering will never happen again. Huh? Shudder, you haughty women. Tremble, you overconfident women. Strip, undress, put sackcloth round your waists. Beat your breasts for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine, for my people's soil, where the bramble bush will be growing, for all the happy houses, for the rejoicing city. That doesn't even make sense. For the citadel will be abandoned, and the thronged city deserted. Ophel and the keep will be denuded forever, the playground of wild donkeys and the pasture of flocks. Okay, well, that didn't last long. With I liked a good king, and I liked the other one mainly so I could make the again. It's almost as to restore the origin of words and what they were used for. Yeah, in a general population, not just okay. Outpouring of the Spirit until the Spirit is poured out on us from above, and the desert becomes an orchard, and an orchard that seems like a forest. There was a comma on the last one, and then outpouring of the Spirit started again. That was an overhead. What is this? Okay. Fair judgment will fix its home in a desert, and uprightness live in this orchard, and the product of uprightness will be peace. Uh-huh. The effect of uprightness being quiet and security forever. Oh. All right, I can't say anything against that. My people will live in a peaceful home, in peaceful houses, tranquil dwellings, and should the forest be totally destroyed and the city gravely humiliated, you will be happy to sow wherever there is water and to let the ox and donkey roam free. Okay, I understand that perfectly from my own life. I'm not sure if I need to explain it. But there is something to be well understood here for me. Okay, that's the end of 33 or 32. I had an interesting discussion with someone a few days ago, and these are not discussions that I enjoy because sometimes the way that the direction that they're going is that you try to explain something, teach something, and it gets turned around and willfully then being misunderstood and things are being thrown in that I'm going to, that didn't have anything to do with that. I never said anything like this. And it is, I've seen, okay, so it is a lot of the stuff that I see on the internet, virtual reality, all that, has never happened to me. I have never seen it, and it has never happened. And especially when it comes to persecuting and judging people, has not happened. I have never seen it. It's always been, and I've never had, and I myself never did that towards other people with disabilities or deformities or other things, where okay, well, why would I need to know that? It's not like it's written on your forehead on what sexual preferences you have, this and that. That is that. Yes. So the conversation ended, or rather, came up because of the my worry on how children are being pulled into certain things that I believe is wrong. And the only reason children are being pulled into it so that then the adults can be okay with what they're doing, right? Pull the little ones into your sin, and then, oh, you know, if the people around you, other adults, not saying anything are just fine with that, then guess what? Yes, who's going to stop the abuse of children? Every realm. No one. Because everyone's scared to do so. But that doesn't mean I'm out there persecuting and judging everyone. Yes? And so, again, yeah, I know it happens to people. But the thing is, I have in all my life, when it comes to certain things out there, never seen anyone persecuting or judging the people that I keep hearing hollering, oh, that's what's happening to them. Never seen it in actual reality. Not saying it doesn't happen, I just haven't seen it. So I must assume it isn't as widespread as people want you to believe it to be out there. And of course, if you happen to see it, one steps in, doesn't one? And if everybody were to do that, then guess what? We wouldn't have all these posts out there suddenly generalizing everyone to be the same. Also, I have to say, all these people out there who have suffered under the bullying due to the fact maybe that they look a little different, this or that, then I have to ask you, who are you around? I would say most people out there are not like that. Most people out there would want to make you feel better. Yes? Help out or this or that. But we're not allowed to do that either. That somehow also offends. Yes? It's a bit difficult now out there due to the fact that we have the internet where you can put whatever out there in however format you want to. It's becoming more and more difficult to actually be a helping hand out there, a person who, hey, if you need to talk, I'm here to listen, or to find ways for everyone to feel accepted. Again, if you are morally on the right track. Now, I said morally, again, I'm thinking of the children. What consenting adults do. But children should never be pulled into this stuff. Yes? And again, there should be no child out there bullied for no reason whatsoever either. Anyway, I'm not saying it's not happening, but in a way that I've seen all this stuff exploding on virtual reality, on how bad everybody is towards someone that doesn't have the perfect face or the perfect walk or the whatever. That's not true. I do not believe that. And not having come across it myself. Anyway, so, yes, there it is. And maybe, well, if people need to start having a little handbook on what certain people want out there when it comes to from us, right? Well, yeah, I mean, most of the time, I guess you just kind of go on your way when certain things come into your view, this or that, and you go, okay, you know. But am I allowed to at least think, so, wow, that must be painful? Is it okay if I end up sympathizing and having some empathy with someone that I full well know they're not having it quite as easy as I do? Is that still okay? Or is that also persecuting and judging? I'm just saying. Yes? I loved that one girl. And she was obviously, I'm not sure, as I said, the stuff that she came up with that she was told about herself. I didn't get it why people would even say anything like that. But then other thing is, and I wish she would have said that first, and then gave a little lesson to the ones that made her feel uncomfortable in her own body. But she also happened to mention what people complimented her on. Yes, so even though there may be some people out there who have no sense of decorum at all when it comes to things, certain things, remember the ones who do. Remember the ones that gave you a good day, that handed you something nice, even through just, you have a beautiful smile. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful smile you got. Because that's how they are. That's how they express themselves, right? In the realm of love, in the realm of kindness and giving. How about we hear more of that? Because you know what? Hearing the good things, what makes you feel good when someone says something nice, does something nice to you, and that touches your heart, that's what you tell, and that's how you teach others. Oh, yes? Who still need that teaching? I hope I'm being properly understood here. Yes? Yeah. But that's how we make a better world. When we teach what makes us happy. On the side of goodness, okay? I have to mention that because there's some things out there that makes people happy. Ooh, that's creepy. Okay, just saying. On the side of goodness, what makes you happy? Yes? That's what I like to hear. The other stuff I don't need to hear. That's offensive, that's rude. But this is what I do like to hear. Share that. Yes? That will teach others. Okay. Now, that's it. That's all I have to share. May Heavenly Parent bless, protect you, guide you, embrace you with love. Eldridge, my dearest brother in faith, I hope you're doing okay. Yes? Haven't heard or seen anything of yours lately. I should send you a little note. Maybe I'll do that today. If I get to it. Seems like I'm going to have another busy day. And let's keep praying. Yes? Yes? Yeah. All right. And I will talk to you all another time.